Can you hear me? Are we, are we, are we live? Connecting to chat. Come on. Are you there, chat? What's going on? Are we loud and clear? Good afternoon, Joker. It's good. It's a good day for you, Jade. That's nice. Hey, Ziggy Wiggy. Доброе odpoledne, Vinchu. Afternoon, Bianca. Nixie. Books and Navs. Hello, hello. Charlie Marie. It's yourself. It is, and 'tis you too. My B cam's being a dick, which does not bode well for tonight either.
What is it doing?
I'm unplugging it and plugging it back in. All right. Ivy cam. Okay. Okay. Oh, is that what it is? All right. I think we should be good to go. Come on now. Come on, Cladis. I'm going home. Aha. Nope. Done.
Okay, girl.
That's not what I said, Bublina, but if you insist. No, I did not need the assistant of tech support. I managed to work it out myself. I just forgot one very crucial step. She's launching the app on my phone as well. First time chat, Perry 1983. Hello. It's going to be my birthday in 30 minutes, and watching the stream is great for me to start my birthday celebration. Oh, Bernardina, that's nice. Where is your birthday? Where in 30 minutes are we birthdaying? No, we're not doing Bohemian cuisine, Perry. We are doing Croatian cuisine today. We're doing a Croatian chicken soup. Let's see. How's that? That's bizarre enough, isn't it? Australia. That's right, 11:30. So in 30 minutes, it's going to be midnight in Melbourne. Are you in Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane? Which metropolis are you close to? I know the bat shirt's awesome. A Melbourneian, a Melbourneite. Cool stuff. I'm not sure if they're here today, but yesterday from Giuseppe, I got this. Look at that. Look, Michael Hawes reading in a chef's hat. Cool. So it's going into my po. Right. In fact, you should go into the right page, shouldn't it? Because we was halfway through the mystery of Marie Roger, which we'll finish up this week sometime. And the other one, I'll stick in the poems so I know where the poems start. That's logical, isn't it? Miscellaneous poems. There we go. Good stuff. All right. So chat. What are we up to today? We are going to be making a chicken broth. It seems pretty simple. The exciting part of this recipe is the noodles. Everybody seems to be quite noodle. No pancakes today. No pancake today. Why didn't I unite our lad Henry? He deserved it. Well, it's not necessarily my shout, and he needs to prove himself a little further as far as I'm concerned. So, there we go. Lords of Mistral today, indeed. It's a popular dish all throughout Europe, I'd say. Bit of chicken broth. But before that's going to happen, Dad's going to make himself a cup of tea and a bit of toast. Because breakfast was a long time ago. I went to help a friend move a cupboard today. The delivery driver didn't show up. So I got a breakfast and a chat out of it instead. It's quite nice, isn't it? Some cup of fried eggs and some cheese and toast. There it is. All right, so where's my bread knife? I've got some lovely sourdough from the old local bakery. I've got too much bread at the minute. I get optimistic sometimes about the amount of bread I can eat in a couple of days. Another German spotted. Baby knife, don't worry about baby knife. Baby knife will come out. It's just not baby knife's turn. Okay? Bread knife now. Brenda bread knife. Say hello to Brenda. Beautiful day out here in the Czech Republic. You had no breakfast? Okay, wow. Is that because you can't get out because your ribs are still too bad? Okay, you're feeling better every day. That's good to hear. It really sucks, and I mean that kind of stuff. I mean, but bones take weeks, right? But ligaments and shit can take months. So, and bruised bone, man. Freaking hurts. And what we got here? A nice little bit of rye. Has it gone in the way of some grey spots? No. I'm going to stick this in the freezer later. Otherwise, I'm not going to make the most of it. Toast. So, yeah. Bread knife looks savage. I know, it's the best bread knife I've had actually. I bought one years ago when I got my cooking knives, and it just wasn't quite satisfactory. This is long. I don't know if you can notice that. I asked my friend to cut up bread the other week. Just chopped up my cutting board. I've not yet shared my annoyance with him. It's festering away inside me. Better to let it out. Whoops. Shaw. Kettle's boiled. I'm just going to make myself a cuppa. Bread knife equals yes, 'tis true. The serrated does hold its own against a tomato skin. But that said, if your knives are sharp enough, but then sometimes they're not, are they? Okay. Let's make some fresh coffee. I got fruit flies at the moment. I'm not quite sure why they got so excited already. It's not even springtime yet, but the fruit flies are out and about, and they like to land on liquids. They like coffee apparently. Don't know what that's about. Come on, fruity. Out you go. Extra bit of protein, really, isn't it? I'm just not sure it'll get through the percolator. Alrighty. What's that? No, we're having fresh coffee. That's why I'm making some more. Because we're not having fruit fly coffee.
Good.
Fruit flies, oh, they're all right. They're just hanging. They're just looking for a bit of fruit. Did you know actually they're used by geneticists to run genetic studies because they're one of the fastest breeding insects. So actually, they only live a couple of days and stuff. But when they do get fat, they're quite fascinating to look at. Drosophila, they're called. Drosophila. Vinegar flies, beer flies, fruit flies. I've got a little trap up here. Got a little trap. It's not the nicest way. They drown basically. And this one does not look very effective. Check my mum's recipe. I guess there's preferences around. All right. So our chicken soup is going to take a little bit of time to cook. That is the main thing about it, because really it's just extracting flavors from a bit of veg and a large chicken. So in the meantime, we'll make some noodles. And as I say, some of you might have caught. I think we should write a song today. I think we should write a little soup song today together. Your boyfriend's to blame for them. Why does he drink beer, or does he eat a lot of fruit? Dish soap. That's what I forgot. I put that's it. Yeah, because it breaks the surface tension of the water, and because they can kind of. He drinks coffee a lot. I'm not sure why they're in the coffee pot. Anyway, right, we're gonna put this German coffee blend I got given last year from the North German gang. Hi Nadine. So good. We do like the coffee. All right. Get my wee coffee grinder out. I've been in possession of this. It's not. Ooh, it's on. She's live. Oh. My camera, get in focus. Yeah, West Germany. Made in West Germany. Like me. I was made in West Germany. Whoops. Thank you, Ziggy Wiggy Stardust. Awesome. Appreciate that. Nothing better than the smell of coffee than coffee and cat smell. Tell that to a dog lover.
I disagree.
Dog lovers love that slightly smelly wet trainer smell.
Yeah.
Oh, careful. I'm sorry. I did not get things from West Germany. It was made in West Germany, but it's Morphy Richards, which is a British company. So it's rather ironic that in the 1980s, Britain, apparently at its powerhouse best, was importing West German technology. I got it from a second-hand store from some old ladies who would do house clearances, and basically, I got it for £5, £5, still working. Don't get that these days. Inbuilt obsolescence, bullshit of modern technology. All right. Alrighty. That should do. Won't make this one too strong. It is an afternoon coffee. Bam, bam, bam. Clean that later. And I want my tea mug. Got some English breakfast on the go. Thank you very much. Bish bosh bash. So, noted. I love popcorn pause. What's that? It's like popcorn. What? My ears are bleeding. Sorry. Was it too much? I have an old leather jacket made in Czechoslovakia, bought in Norway. That sounds awesome, Halibut Jules. I love that kind of shit. Have you watched rugby yet? I have not watched rugby. I don't get. When do I have time? I don't have time. People are like, oh, let's go down the pub. They seem to have time. I'm like, okay, you do you. I just feel sad working all the time.
Dude, you were in a pub yesterday.
Apparently I was in the pub yesterday after a show where I had been working. I was working very hard.
Beer.
Yeah. Didn't have time to watch the rugby though. How's it going, Jade? No, I haven't watched any rugby. How's France doing actually? Who's coming out at top at the moment? The Welsh are sucking, are they? Cancel Michael. That's it. Go on, put me on the list with Logan. I don't care. We'll do whatever you want. So our base ingredients are very easy today. Notice how I just ignored that topic and moved on. I got Spice Girls in my head, gang. Is anyone cooking along? I don't see Alison here yet. Shite. What's going on?
How does one get Spice Girls in there?
Well, yeah. Long story short, people around me spice the chicken like a girl or whatever. I don't know. All of them. I have all of them in my head. No, not this song. I don't have Spice Girls in my head. That would be slightly troubling, really. All right, Frida, calm down. Fridge is peeping at me. So yeah, but so gang, Jade, you don't still have soup left from last week, surely, or you have broth already from something else. We should get this on the go really because it needs to cook down. What's the time? 2. All right, okay, we've got time. Get me toast done, Michael. Focus on one thing. You need to tell that zigga zigga. Yeah, exactly. Boom, 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 boom. Cheers. Oh yeah, I miss the pub days, I guess. Just don't do it anymore. Don't feel the need. Don't feel the drive. Pashtika, ladies and gentlemen. Pate. 2 with pate and 1 with lemon curd. And my cup of tea on the go. Okay. Tea, one of nature's finest gifts. Thank you. That makes sense. Yeah, use everything from the chicken. This is the right size mug for a Dadzig. All right, love. Yeah, Vinohradsky Peanut Butter is very good. They actually serve it at Studio 32. But Unyatica, excuse me, there's a couple of small microbreweries as well. There's a lot of microbreweries in Prague these days. Much better than when I first moved here. Here's a sad story. Before communism in Czechoslovakia, there were 2,000 breweries in the country. By the end of communism, there was 70. Now, we should hasten to add that, historically speaking, people made beer at home and stuff. They killed diversity overall because they wanted everything centralized and shit like that. So, but people still wanted beer, right? Okay. So, let's talk chicken. I have a 2.5 kilo chicken here. And we need about half of them. It says 1.5 kilos in the recipe. I'm just going to go with half of this beast. I'm very happy that there's a farmer's market Saturday mornings. And not only this, the same guy that's got that sour cream that I was using the other week for the goulash, I think. Jersey cows. If you can afford it, if you can find it, go free range, go local, isn't it? So you're literally buying it from the people who've raised it. There's no middleman. And you might say, oh, it's a little bit more expensive. Yeah, but it's going directly to them. Because supermarkets, right? They kind of kill producers. I know this because I used to work for a greengrocer in England selling fruit and vegetables. And the stories about those big supermarkets, they just send back a whole truckload of oranges, for example, because they test one roller trolley, one crate. They look at it and they go, "Oh, these oranges have got spots on. Don't want them." Or they basically go to organic tomato producers and say, "Well, this is what we're paying," and but then we'll sell at a loss, and then we don't care. We'll buy them somewhere else. So yeah, so I'm quite excited about this actually today. First thing we want to do is make sure people who need coffee have coffee. And then we'll get on to talking about Beastie. I'm not going to do much butchering here today because there's not much point. It'll want to wash in a bit, but I am going to basically portion one half of it to put in the freezer, but the other half is just going straight in. Oh, they left the neck on. We like that. Okay. Meat cleaver, sharp knife, if you will. I've just got kitchen shears, which is basically the easiest way to go. I'm just going to go straight down. On one side of the breastbone. Get one breast out of that. There's the clack. That's gross, apparently. Yep, but oh, they left the trimmings in. Who's excited? Got the liver.
Dude, can you not comment on it?
What? Can you not? Mrs. Dadzig is squeamish over here. We've got it's cleaned as well. That's the gizzard, right? It's where this is why birds swallow stones. It's how they digest their food, grains and stuff, because they basically swallow stones and that crushes, has a chewing action. Oh, a lot of that fat as well from the inside. We can render that down and make beautiful schmaltz. Great for your potatoes. Okay. Hang on a second now. They didn't put the heart in though. I'm a bit sad about that. And it smells like a chicken. There's a different smell when you get it from a farm. It's because of what they've been eating and how they've been living. Okay. Bit of blood in there. Mrs. Dadzig having a hard time over here. But this is a cooking program, so that's what it is. Personally, I like to take, I don't know if you can see that here on the end of the bird. I should probably remove my toast away and not splash meat juice all over it. Here, this little gland is where they get the fat to feather to wax their feathers. This is called the parson's nose. Some people really like eating that. I've never been a big fan. My mother's always cut that away because it has a very strong flavor, which some people seem to like. But each to their own. Okay. In the bin you go. Or on top of the bin by the looks of it. And then we can just open that out. Crunch, crunch. Mrs. Dadzig not happy.
I'm not watching.
Yeah, but you can hear it.
Sorry.
And then I'm going to go down the other side of the spine because I'm going to put the spine in the soup. So this is going to be closer to 1.5 kilos, and the other half we'll butcher up once this is on the boil. I'm so happy. I did not know this guy did chickens. Last week I think I just got there too late. So take some of that fat out. Okay. It's not the sharpest knife, but it will do. There. So that half's going in the pot, and that half will get cut up. And let's get the pot out. Wash my hands first. There we go. Bang the stove on. Get that hot already. I'm going with 4 liters of water, according to the recipe, which we are going to have to reduce down to 2 liters. So this is a very concentrated broth. I'm going to boil that up just as it gets to the boil a bit quicker. Bringing it from cold has some advantages, but also just for the point of expediency, just boil that up. Oops. Ah, calamity. I'm surprised by the lack of herbs and spices for this thing, actually. I think that's quite interesting to me. Let me see if I can find it. Uh, uh, Stop right now. Oh, hang on. What's going on in chat? Who's being cheeky again?
No.
No one. Oh, I don't want to start a free trial. What happened to DeepL? They're trying to sell me shit. Let me translate like I used to. Open. Okay.
That chicken now looks like a pig head.
On that tiny picture.
Yeah.
Anatomical similarities, eh? You can see this chicken has walked. It's true.
Good to know.
Anyway, maybe I won't bother. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna look on my phone. So I'm gonna connect Dcam for a second. Can you make the chicken fly? No, only into my mouth later. Uh, what's the advantages of using cold water? Because the cold water will scald the skin if you put of the chicken. Not that it matters in the long term, but as you bring it up from a low temperature, it starts to draw everything out at a slower pace, right? Sally might have something to add to that. I don't know. Um, that's about the size of it. Starches and proteins and how they're drawn out. So I'm just going to turn decam off for a second. No, I need to find the recipe on here because I forgot to put it over. Forgot to transfer it. Uh, Come on now. Here we go. Stop right now. No matter how much. Need somebody with a human touch. Hey you, baby. I can get banned. I can get a warning though on I don't know why I would, but all right, we're back. We're back. Baby got back. Here we go. So there's what's this one used? Seal the explosion singer. Puts everything in there. Kale. Oh my god, I can put some cabbage in. Guys, if you didn't, I just found a different recipe. I should have done a little bit more searching. If you got some cabbage, greens, if you got tomato, even this recipe's got tomato. Yeah. There, wow, there we go. Thank you, Sally. There we go. Sporty spice for sure. Absolutely. That or scary. It was always my two favorite. But this recipe, literally, there's no. I can't find it now. Okay, we're gonna need to cook some stuff up. So, give the chicken a wash. Give it a rinse. Here you go. So I'm going to put 2 liters of cold in here. I've already put like half a liter of hot. And another liter of and a half warm. This recipe that I was looking at says do not salt until the end, which I found quite interesting. So we'll try it. I normally like to put a bit up front, but there it is. We'll leave the chicken business till after. So that's that. I'm going to swap boards. Get that clean in a minute. I like to run a little hot water on my board when it's had raw meat on it. Just cooks that up. As I said before, cold wooden boards actually are better because they absorb the moisture and bacteria can't reproduce so quickly. All right. I could not find a root parsley with leaf, so I have parsley. More parsley. We have more parsley, and I got some celery, and we're going to use dried lovage, as I mentioned in the list. So we're going to use the greens, not the stalks. I might throw the one stalk in.
Are you gonna remove
the soup? Well, no, they'll be eaten. The vegetables will be eaten.
Yeah, but like sometimes
yeah, sometimes I'm being asked here if I'm going to remove the vegetables. I like to have just viva viva sometimes, especially in the morning. This is probably about as much greens as you might find on one root parsley, so we'll leave the rest for my morning juice. I realised I didn't get my light set up in all my haste and rushing. Get a little bit of light over here. There we go. Quickly done. This is the easy bit of the setup. Something going even too fast. You see, stop right now. Very much. Need somebody with a. I never thought I'd really get into the Spice Girls. Life is full of surprises indeed. There we go. That's better, isn't it? Now you can see my mug. Better. Morning juice. They've had nearly all the Spice Girls on. You know what? Who's been invited to what? Hey. Toast anybody? Good stuff. Okay. Soup pot is a soup in. I'm going to go in with 1 teaspoon of peppercorns. Fuck it, go for a tablespoon ish. Bang. It doesn't say so, but I'm going to go with allspice and bay leaf because I'm cheeky like that. Just a little one because I can't understand why they don't have it. That recipe there. And just a couple of allspice. Like literally 5, 3, 4. And the lovage we'll add later because we don't want to make the herbs can get bitter if they cook and they lose like stewing it. And we'll use the wee little sieve. Oh, where is it? Ah, fallen out of its designated location. Because lovage it's not like parsley, it's a little more bitter. It's got this more earthy quality to it, which I think is more akin to the greens of the root parsley. Wurzelpetersilie, but that'll go in later. Thank you. What's going to happen with this, Michael? Chop it up, wash it, chuck it in. Chop it up, wash it, chuck it in. Not only is Mrs. Dadzig a fine technical support, she also happens to be a songwriter. So I'm in good company for my education for later. What would we say this is? Is this a blacksmith's hand? And what was it I said we will be using? A quarter of a small blacksmith, a quarter of a half of a blacksmith's head. Oh, it's so silly. 2 carrots. They're quite big. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Peely, peely, peely. Do-do-do, peely, peely, peely. Peely, peely, peely. Oh. Peely, peely, peely. You've never seen carrots hugging before. So, what we're going to do with that, Michael? We are going to chop it, wash it, chuck it in. Baby knife. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I'm being very rude.
Chuck it in. Chop it. Wash it.
Chop it in.
Chop it.
Wash it. Chuck it in. Baby knife. So keeping them big, keeping them chunky. I need to wash these actually. One red onion only. I'm like, okay, all right, if you say so. No garlic. Okay. Actually, let me look at this other recipe because I'm like, Sunday lunch soup, chicken livers, tomatoes, onions. It says onions, kale, salt, pepper, 3 leaves of water, cold. Spices. Yeah, so I'm going to chuck that liver in as well, guys, and the gizzard, because why not? No, it's not enough to make a pate. Oh my god, I make chicken liver pate occasionally with whiskey or brandy. Dish pigs usually do not peel carrots, but yeah, except when you're an apprentice, then you get shoved to the dishwasher every time you fuck up. Ah, the beauty of the kitchen. Yes, it's a hard world out there. I'm going to go with 2 red onions, guys, just because I like to go off reservation. If you've only got the one, let's see what happens. It's going to be all right. No garlic, though. So I guess we've somehow drifted to Croatia where they don't use garlic. Actually, I'll do 1.5 onions. So I'm not going to go too far off reservation. And as it happens, I believe I have half an onion ready to go in the fridge. God, they really are harder to peel than white onions. Oh yeah, the onion is supposed to brown up. Fudge. I don't have a gas stove, so what do we do, gang? I'm just going to turn my frying pan hot and put it in the bottom of it. They do this for phá gai as well, the Vietnamese soup. They roast up the bones over fire or... oh, I had half an onion. I do have half an onion. There. The bones and the onions, and I think even the carrots before they go in. We will do phá one day because I'm a big lover of phá gai. There's a lot of Vietnamese minorities. The Vietnamese, yes, in Czech Republic is the second largest immigration group, which is pretty cool. So, where are we at? Root parsley. What do we do with it? Chop it, wash it.
Chuck it in.
Yeah, it is a biggie. It's not as thick as some have seen. Sorry, should use baby knife. Sorry, guys. I know you're quite attached to baby knife these days. Does baby knife have a name? Do we need a name for baby? What's the name of baby knife?
Baby knife.
Yeah, but we have Brenda bread knife. So what would baby knife's name be? Paul? No. No, it's not Paul, Jade.
A dude.
Henry?
It's baby knife.
Okay.
Henry.
Actually, you know what we can call it? We can call it Boos.
Mm-hmm.
I got a friend in England, her nickname was Boos Boos, and she was the one who introduced me to Baby Shark as a song. And I do sing Baby Shark as Baby Knife. So let's call Baby Knife Boos Boos. It'll make me think of my friend every time I think about that. Oh, that's hot, Michael. Why are you touching it with your fingers? All right. So I'm going into a dry pan, and you can see it's just browning up, and that's all we want. Easy peasy. Because it said in the recipe to brown them over a gas oven. over gas. Yeah, it's what's it called again, Rumi?
Onion.
No, the browning process. The Maillard. It's the Maillard process. And that's what makes roast and fried food so tasty. Of course, it's not the healthiest option. Steaming and boiling is better.
And then you put it in cold water?
Then you put it in the water, yeah.
Cold or when it's already hot?
Well, I mean, I've just chucked everything in, so everything should go into cold water, but we're a little on the schedule, so. Of course, if you were making a big stock, or you can save these scraps, this stuff that I'm cutting off, if you wash it properly, you could maybe chop that smaller, put it in a sink with water and wash all that grit off. That could also, all this could go in a stock pot, actually. All your trimmings. What are we going to do? Chop it, wash it, bang, chuck it in. And I will wash this because this Celeriac had some dirt on it. There you go. Chop it, wash it, chuck it in.
I really have to record your phone.
Wow, look at that now. Uh-huh.
Ooh, that looks awesome. Smells awesome.
I'll turn that down a touch. You know what I love about...
You have another version of your little song.
What?
Boil it, eat it, share it round.
All right, we got to remember these bits. When you treat things with dry... what? Yes, there we go. Cathithlo. So what's going to happen, guys, when this comes to the boil, we're going to want to skim with meat broths. We want to skim. All right, those onions are going in. And yeah, just going to There's beautiful little circles that's left. The pattern from the onion. You see that? Cute. And with your stainless pan, if you can, get on it straight away, because the proteins and the sugars are still more malleable, if you will. There we go. Done. Okay, so as this chicken soup starts to come to the boil, some scum. You're full of shit, you piece of scum. Some scum will come to the surface. The scum always eventually comes to the surface, doesn't it? We're seeing a bit of that now. Anyway. Have I told you lately how I love you so very much? This is the parsley from last week. It's looking rather sad. Some of it we're going to throw away, and the rest we're going to chuck in the pot. But the recipe didn't say that, Michael. Yeah, well, tough shit. What are we going to do? Chop it, wash it.
Chuck it in.
This is again in lieu of the tops. I feel like just a little bit more water. So we're going to bring that to a boil, and that's going to reduce. Hopefully we've got enough time to deal with that today. I'm going to make some noodles as well. So let us finish with the chicken, and then everything's out the way. We can make the noodles, and I think we'll be working on a little bit of a pop song for our cooking program tonight, guys. Oh, I wanted to give you a progress report on the sweet potatoes. Remember I put those sweet potato sprouts in water 2 weeks ago? The power of nature. Look at that. They want to grow. Isn't that awesome? And each one of those will be a sweet potato plant which produces sweet potatoes. I'm going to give them a go. I'm going to put them in pots on my little balcony. See what happens. Shits and giggles, mate. Shits and giggles. All right. Veg away. Okay. Do you all know what lemon curd is? It's actually quite easy to make. Lemon curd, guys, is basically lots of lemon juice, sugar, and butter, and it's ridiculous. So good. So, back to our other half. The fat we will not put in, as I said. I was going to put the liver and the gizzard in, wasn't I? Gizzard. Some of that fat off. Trim, trim, trim. We'll be doing a lot of different things here today. Was not expecting to find these lovely little extras. Okay. Oh, the heart was in there. I tell a lie, the heart was in there. Great. So first of all, we're going to look at this. And it doesn't look like there's much more bits of fat knocking around. So we can just chuck that in there. And I'm going to portion that up. Thigh. This knife needs to be sharpened. Frustrating. Should have done it before. I did think about it and then I was like, no, it'll be fine. Find the knuckle, guys. Cut through it. Mrs. Dadzig hiding away over there. And we have drumstick, the thigh, we get under here. So it separates there. Again, find the joint. It's a bit harder now because it's in half. There. Cut through. Get rid of that skin. Separate the skin. It's going to go in with in the fat pot. There's a lot of fat, especially around the tail. You can make crispy bits out of it. I like, because I'm going to save these 3 for roasting up. And the wing is one of the best bits, but there's not a lot of meat on the wing. So what I like to do is to take a little bit off the breast, just to add a bit of extra meat. So I'll dive into that breast meat there. And again, somewhere down here is the joint. Crack, crack. And then there's just that extra little bit of meat. So 3 bits for my roasting. Don't want all that skin on, do we? Come to me. Come on now. Again, skin will go in the fat pot. Bam. And then we've got the breast, which is actually already off the bone. So I left that on the skeleton to go in the pot. Just trim that up. A little loin at the bottom, call it the loin, which is a smaller piece inside the breast. Just like we have different segments to our musculature, so does the wee bird. And there's the other half of the breastbone. Trim around that. Not the neatest job, but there it is. And there's our breast, and I'll leave the skin on. Actually, I'll take it off. I'll go in there. Oops. And there we have the breast with the loin, which if you're doing chicken strips, that's what you can buy, and you can buy that sometimes separately. Now, what am I going to do with that? That's going to go in our cooking pot, because why not? And probably also we're at a point where we might want to do the first skimming. Yep, almost. A slotted spoon is best. I don't have one, and we want to do this before it starts boiling, gang. Ideally, because once it starts boiling, all that stuff gets reincorporated. And this is what we're talking about. You can, light's not very good for you. Kind of grey, like grey browny stuff. This is coming off from the meat, basically. And I could just use a little sieve, actually. Would make more sense. Oh, for goodness sake. So, in lieu of a slotted spoon, get a sieve in there. I said small sieve, and then I take my bigger sieve. Dope! So that's almost up to the boil. Which is nice. I'll save my bags from the veg that I buy. And that's just going to go in the freezer. So you'll say, okay, that chicken cost you X amount of euros. By making a pot of soup, it says 4 portions. This is definitely going to be up to 6, I think. And plus, there's all that meat, which you can then take out, shred, make sandwiches with. It's going to be another couple of meals. Chicken breast, you can share that between 2 people. That's 2 meals there. And this is just 3 portions. So 3, 5, 7, 10 meals from that one bird, right? Makes sense. If you can afford it, I get it. Sometimes you can't, sometimes you can't find it. So that's what it is. Do what we can, when we can, where we can, with who we can. In the freezer you go. Thank you very much, Birdie. Also had some bananas that were turning the other day. As in they were too ripe. Great for banana bread. Not in the mood to make banana bread. Also have more sugar. Yeah, I only learned recently that depending on how ripe the banana is, it gives off different nutrients. So actually green bananas have different health benefits to ripe bananas. Isn't that awesome? Of course, some people don't like ripe bananas and some people don't like green bananas. That foam, thank you for reminding me about the foam party. That's not too bad, this actually. Okay. Not too much scum, which is also interesting, I think. Was it Logan has on his stream as one of his little video emotes? Come here, you scum! Loving the facts, Sally. Keep them coming. Okay, gang. This is now cooking. Basically, that's just got to boil down. Oh, it's already got color. Oh, that's from the onions. God, this is going to be so good. So we are going to leave that now tickling till it loses half of its liquid content. I know, sounds crazy, but that's what we're doing. So gauge roughly where your pot is at, and if your pot's got markings, all the better for it. And we want to reduce it down from a boil to a strong simmer. So let's try 5 now. And then we'll get this meat stuff cleaned away, and then we'll get on to making the dough for the noodles already. The recipe suggested cooking the noodles separately, so that the broth doesn't get cloudy, which makes sense. I felt weird feeding the chickens today. How you tell them the scraps of veggies you're giving them were used for chicken soup. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that's isn't that better? Isn't that good though somehow? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Okay. So I've got my banana bits, and I just chuck like one of those into a smoothie or something, you know. Or if I want to make banana bread, just let them thaw out, and they'll be lovely and mushy already. Oh, banana bread. Anybody here else here like banana bread? The soup is souping. Hello, Alison. The soup is indeed souping. I have skimmed skimmed a couple of times. I think we're alright actually. I'm very surprised how little scum is coming off this bird. Cool. So we're gonna have a little wash up here, and then we'll get. Beg your pardon. One more thing. Too small. At least to start with. Fat. Pop. Get out. Get out. We're going to put that on low heat, render all the fat out. The skin bits will go crispy. Bit of salt and chili on that. Home run. Oh, it's a bit of a mess in this jar today. There we go. Steady rolling, rolling boil, if you want. So, I used to get so frustrated with washing up when I was younger. And then I cooked for 16 people for 6 months in a ski resort. And then it's just like, it's life. Life is growth and deterioration, and washing up is part of that cycle. So yeah, the banana bread. Who's into banana bread? Because the question is choc chips and walnuts or not. I cooked 16 people, yeah. No chocolate, yes nuts. Fuck yes to both, or no? No walnuts. Okay. Almonds, okay. You've never had banana bread? Okay, cool. So, time to try something. Alright, gang. Let me get this out of the way. I need to oil my boards. I have to say, having the right tools for a job is half the struggle sometimes. So the thing about rendering the fat, you don't want it too hot. All right, now it's frying, which is not what we want to do. See, it's already drawing out the fat there. You see that? But we don't want to fry it. So, it takes time, and that's okay. I just had a lid on it for a second to warm it up, but actually, we don't really. We want to let the moisture escape. Turn it. Huh? I've turned it all the way down now. Hey, Peppy. Uh, we're gonna have 3 egg whites left because we're using the yolks for the. Yeah, I know. I need to. It's just another thing that I'm learning to do is get the schedule actually on stream. I didn't know until this week you could do that. I was completely oblivious to the fact that you could put a schedule up on Twitch. So, um, okay. So boiling some water to clean the bird. This can go in the dishwasher. Spray, 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 spray. What am I using in there? Vinegar. That'll do. Vinegar, bicarb, citric acid. Easy peasy. Mandarin time. Snacking his way through cooking. I will annoy you till it fits. Moldy. Not going to eat that one. It's. So, noodle time, yes? Oh, there's nothing quite like putting your finger through a rotten orange in the morning, I can tell you that much. Remember when I said I worked for a greengrocer? And the smell of rotting potatoes? Oh, and peppers are the worst. Peppers. Box 6 kilogram box of peppers, right? And you have to pick out a couple for your client because you're weighing them all up. You put your hand in there and your finger goes. It stinks. Hmm. So that's just water that can dry. That already. Awesome. Honestly, this stuff, you do your eggs in that, or you use it if you're making some kind of sauce. Just the best. You know? Lovely chocolate. So let us go to the bowl. So egg whites. What was I saying about egg whites? I'm gonna say we're gonna make macaroons. I haven't got any coconut. I got some hazelnuts. I'm gonna grind up some hazelnut. Egg whites, sugar. Bake them up. It's gonna be good. If you don't have those ingredients today, the egg whites will keep for at least a couple of days in the fridge. If you just put them in a cup, and then you can make macaroons tomorrow or Monday. Nice little snack to go with your coffee. Pop into the school, into the lunchbox for work, school, lunchbox, wherever. And yeah. What's the weirdest smell? What was it? Chicken. Oh yeah, we talked about this the other week, I think. On my minced meat in the bag. My mum. Oh, the smell of decay. The smell of decay. It's quite interesting, that, isn't it? Why do we use that expression? They're like, it smells like corruption, you know? Because it stinks. Because it's like so visceral. Yeah, yeah. My first house, we weren't the best at getting the bins out on time, you know, dude. There were a few occasions there where I was like, why do we live in these conditions? Three young men living together. I don't think we owned a vacuum cleaner even. What? Ah! Sorry. Even worse. Cleaning away the baking trays. Don't go wasting. Billy Joel hid his meat throughout the house. Is that true? I know someone who ended up refusing to talk to me for what I deemed to be somewhat sad but ridiculous circumstances, who told me that he was so pissed off with a landlord that he lived with once that he hid fish under the floorboards and sewed shrimp into the bottom of the curtains and shit. Let's talk about vindictive. To give you an idea of this individual, and then when he stopped talking to me, like literally just walked past me in the street, I'm like, but why is he doing this? Just like, oh, probably because he's a fucking sociopath. Didn't know that back then, no. Oh. The video is called Billy Joel Hides His Meat from Paul McCartney. What's illegal? Sewing shrimp into people's curtains. Yeah. All right, almost there. Scrubbity scrub scrub scrub, scrubbity scrub scrub, scrubbity scrub scrub scrub, scrubbity scrub scrub. So, chopping board's washed. And time to pasta. Pasta. Pizza pasta. I noticed Valeria has not just surfaced today. Would that be correct? Can the wash-up sounds be part of the song? Yeah, absolutely. Look at this. Look, look. Give me a nice little jar. Uh, and at one point, what you want to do is chop those bits up. And I just get the schnizzers in there. Because the smaller they are, the easier it is to render out. Just normal scissors. And also the crispy bits at the end. Oh yeah. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Um, low rider. Mm-mm. Snip, snip, slurp, slurp. All right, that'll do. Cool. Alrighty. Our recipe says egg fried rice with this fat is a bomb. Oh my word, I've not tried that before. Oh. Also have wall ziggler. What's wall ziggler? Shrimp and lemon. One whole shrimp. Who bought shrimp? Nah. Your lunch was 2 slices of prosciutto crudo. I'm not sure that's called a lunch, the outlawed bar. I think that's called a snack. Um, shrimp and lemon. Jujutsu Kaisen. Uh, what is a wall Ziggler though? All those. Oh, the drilling. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course, Ziggler's in the walls. Um, I stole no copper cables. I think you'll find that was definitely Jim. Um, yeah, I remember now. He was the renovation. Hang on, the VOD silencers, all that stuff. Really? Dickheads. What? Even my own song? If I make up a song now, will they silence that? Mother. Protecting copyright, rightly so. But you know, what's that all about? All right. Get to the noodles, Michael. Okay, you're avoiding it. You're avoiding the flour. Oh my God. What flour are we using, Michael? I'm using spelt. Because that's what I got. Uh, breakfast is hummus and pizza crust. Sounds reasonable. got some veg to go with that, be much better. But you're my judge. I'm not. I mean, that's my ideal. I mean, I would have hummus and pizza crust like that as well. I've, um, can someone look up the amount of flour? I know it was 3 egg yolks and 20 milliliters of oil. 69 ounces. That doesn't help me, does it? 69. Sure it wasn't 67? Does anybody? Nobody's looking at it. Nobody can help me. 1 egg, 100 grams of flour. Is that all? Okay. 1 egg. Oh, I see. Okay, but it said 3 egg yolks, right? 420 cups. Ha 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 ha. Got it. All right. So I hope I still got 3 eggs left. That would be a disaster. So 300 grams of flour. Come on, turn on. This is wholemeal, by the way. So, but you can use just plain flour. About 300. Oh, I'll check it in. 335. We'll see. Using up the bag though, ain't I? 20 mils of oil. That'll be about a tablespoon. Thereabouts. I've actually got a bit more flour than 300, so I'll go with a little bit more oil. And I'll go with the olive oil. Maybe a little less. My egg yolks. One. Ah. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? They're quite small eggs. I'm going to chuck all 4 yolks in, which means I've got a little bit more white to do me macaroons with. 20 grams of flour. You don't need a massive bowl. Probably somewhere around the size of a Second World War German soldier's helmet. Let's go for strange size references. A junior hockey player's puck-sized butter. Yeah, it doesn't have to be so yolk rich, you know. I mean, you can make flour without egg yolks even. I mean, you can make pasta without egg yolks, so it needn't be. It just makes it a bit richer, that's all. Ugh. All right, so there's our eggs. There's our eggs. Yolks separated, whites, and I'm quite excited about this now, I have to say. Partially because I'm really hungry. Oh, baby spoons. Baby spoons coming in for a hug. Sugar, sugar. Come on, little baby spoon. Hi, first time chat the Panic Squid. You came in at quite a strange moment. For the first time chat. But you've been here for a while, I think. Baby spoon. Baby spoon. Clean up my mess. These are quite handy. Someone got those as olives, massive Greek olive things, but they've got a seal in the top. It does actually keep the moths out. Moths. Oh, bane of my life. All right, baby spoon. All right, there's no salt in the recipe for this. But there's got to be some salt. Just pasta. A wee bit. But also it'll get salt from the water, I guess. All right. And baby spoon starting the process. We're just going to make ourselves a little bit of a mess. Apparently. I don't know. Really? Why? I wish this recipe would come up. Am I a bot? No, I'm not a bot. Are you a bot? No, I'm not a bot. Ah, there we go. Translate for me, please, from Croatian. Sol, papar, a zrnu. U zrnu. Um, Sharp flour, oil, knead the noodles down. Really very simple, actually. Quite nice. So apparently this is going to form a dough. So 20 ml of oil. Okay. I think I'm just going to have to get my hands into this, aren't I? Mm-hmm. Oh, this is 150 grams of flour. Shit. I need more egg yolks. Water? Right.
What?
Right. Pasta.
Yeah.
Would you get some eggs? No. Maybe it was a different recipe, Rayumi, but this actually says 150 grams, 50 grams per. Yeah, yeah. Momzig save him. That's all right. There's a shop just across the road. That's all right. I mean, I was going to end up with extra pasta, which is like whatever. Maybe a touch of water, but it's supposed to be an egg pasta, right? So kind of losing the best of it. I think I need a touch of water in there as well. Gang, not a problem. Um, not a problem. We have a shop across the road. Touch water, not grass, if you say so. Bublina, did you also use 300 grams of flour and 3 egg yolks? Because if so, you need more egg yolks. Do not worry, Bublina. More egg yolks. If not, touch of water. But don't go over the top. Like literally put a tablespoon in, work it, see how it is. Don't worry. Indeed, you did. What, 300 grams? Or some olive oil. Yeah, put a little bit more. Put a bit more oil in. It'll work out. Don't worry. Monkey see, monkey do. That's the way it goes sometimes. It'll be all right. You got more eggs now there, Bublina. Hey, look, if it comes to it, you just put in the old Czech soup noodles. I'm gonna beat a chicken. Oh dear. Um, it's not. Yeah, it's not a very. It's, I mean, pasta's quite thick, heavy. It's not very moist, but we'll get there. So once we've got the pasta done, guys, I think we can start the songwriting process. Looking good. Looking really good. Oh my God, I don't think we. I'm not sure we're even going to need to reduce this by half, to be honest. But obviously, the more we reduce it, the tastier it gets. 12 pounds in 4 days. What's that? That's 5 kilos. Holy shit! Wow. Moist. Yeah, but mine's not. It's not. It's nowhere close to sticking together here. So, I'm gonna need some more yolks, but that's okay. Got two more. Bang it in. Go to ratio. In the meanwhile, get the ukulele warmed up. Not only did I get some eggs delivered by the miracle that is Mrs. Dadzig, but I also got a matcha, a grapefruit matcha out of it. Come on. All right, we're gonna go 2 more eggs. I'm gonna need a bigger mug. What she said. What? She needs a bigger mug. Yeah. Yay, mumsy. Your mumsy. What about it? I'm dealing. Yeah, give me a sec. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're talking, honey bunny. Come on. That is a real shame, Alison. That is an awful experience with the eggs, I have to say. Yeah. Okay. So. Baby Spoon makes a reappearance. We also need to double our oil, don't we? 1 tablespoon. Tablespoon. Have you ever tried Croatian olive oil, actually? It's very good. If you ever get the chance. Very nice. I mean, I love living in Central Europe, but not being by the sea does kind of suck.
Yeah.
1 egg for every 100 grams. Yeah, but that was way too dry, guys. That was not even forming. It was not forming at all.
Because it needs a little bit of water.
No water mentioned in the recipe, but the Valeria's turned up, so now we have the pasta expert.
Yeah, Valeria. Tell us.
Yeah, Valeria, tell us. But this is not even forming up. I think we have to put some water in there. Yeah, me too, Bubblina.
Yes, girl.
We're gonna put some water in it. Nobody's gonna say anything about it. Not even Valeria.
Who was right?
Who was right? Mrs. Dadzig. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. Who's gonna crash the stream? Valeria? You didn't. You didn't. Mrs. Dadzig is always right. And the sooner you all learn. She is evil, gang. It's fine. Look, the solution is 100 grams of one full egg. Ah ha ha ha. Ah ha ha ha. There we go.
And the rest is yolk and one full egg.
No, if you use one full egg, you would get away with 100 grams of flour. But if you're using just the yolks,
I see.
because the whites bind more, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna put a touch more water in there because I've been saying that all along.
I don't know, like.
But like literally a couple of tablespoons. And I'm also gonna oil up my hands. All right, now we're talking. Now we're talking.
I have a feeling water is helping.
I think the water's really helping. By the way, this is wholemeal flour for me. That's why it's darker. So if it's lighter, that also makes sense. All right, now we're getting somewhere. So we'll get out of the bowl in a minute to knead it. I would have preferred to use not wholemeal, but it's what I had. Extra gluten to ward off Logan. Okay. It's wet, finally. Bubbling out. Just keep adding water and a little bit more olive oil if you want. But really slowly. Go slowly by slowly.
Valeria, the expert,
Yeah.
said it's okay to add water.
Okay. Okay. I mean, look, this is kind of new for me. All right. I know how to make Hungarian slop noodles. I do not have. I've never made. All right. I think this is looking okay. It's not sticking to the surface of the counter, which I think is good. All right. So we'll let that sit for a bit now. We don't want to knead it too much. We don't want to knead it too much. And what I'm going to do is just cover that in a little bit more, form a ball, and then put it in the bowl. Wetter is better. I'm just going to cover that in a little bit of olive oil to stop it from drying out, because we wouldn't want it to get dry. It needs to stay moist and well oiled. Uh, it's sticky. Then you put too much water in it. Well, if you have more flour, chuck in a tablespoon of flour. But again, don't go too. You're gonna end up with 15 kilos.
It's me making healthy food.
Yeah. This shit. Oh. Apparently, I'm supposed to do this.
No, it should be like this.
Well,
No, it's fine.
I've done it now.
It's okay.
I just shake it, and it's gonna go everywhere.
Mm-mm. That's fine.
Ah. All right. Let's make a song, and if we have time to do. Let's check in on our chicken fat rendering. Not quite there yet. Yeah, so the bits are getting smaller because they're drawing the fat out. Hmm? Let me do some tidying away. Let me do some tidying away. And put it away. Okay. Keep your surfaces clean, please. Sweetie. Sweetie. So that's getting cut out video in mine as well, is it? Soup of misroll. Get me in the art mines. I trust the Italian chat as well, but there it is. All right. I got my little sheets here. Major scales, triad of fifth. Good King Wenceslas looked out on the feast of Stephen, when the snow lay round about, deep and crisp and even. Brightly shone the moon that night, though the frost was cruel. You and me, I think I'm Pat. I think I'm Pat. So what we C's good. C's easy. C's a good. C, D, and E. C. D. Where's my D? I'm learning. I mean, I can play ukulele, but I can't play ukulele. D. 1/3, 5th. So in the key. Oh, here we go. I knew that. So. That's a minor. We don't want a minor. That's a G. Where's G7? She's 7. Ah. Okay. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. So, what lyrics have we got? Let's get pen and paper. You uh oh, I have to migrate. No, I've got a there pencil. Okay. So wash it, chop it, wash it, and fire it up. Pick it, pack it, fire it up. Come along, take a hit from the bong. You gotta inhale and exhale. Well, my pasta's wholemeal, so mine looks more like a bit of cellulite or something. Or do we like F? Do we prefer key of F? Where's F? F F7. I've got these charts here, guys. You can tell I'm a pro. F7. Second. No. What? Oh, F sharp 7. Oh, that makes it F. Oh no, we're not going with F7. Way too difficult. G. G7. C. And G7. So. Ding, 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 ding. Key G or key of C. All right, what's our lyrics here, chaps? And chapesses and chapezies and chapos. Curb in the kitchen, burn, burn, burn. We're gonna chop it. Wash it. And chuck it in. Was that what it was? Chuck it in or throw it in? C is classic. Chuck. Chop and chuck. And what was it? What was the other the washing up noises? You're going back to bed. Oh, Yowie. We're gonna chop it, and wash it, and chuck it in. We're gonna chuck it and chop, wash it, and chuck it in. When we're making the soup today, we're gonna wanna play and gonna chop it and chosh it and chuck it in. We're gonna trick that soup today. How's that? We're gonna chop it and wash it, chop it and wash it and chuck it in. We're gonna make that soup today. Chop it and wash it and chuck it in. We're gonna make that soup today. Visit some countries that I really like. They make me feel alright. Visit some countries, they make me fine, 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 fine. The ones that make me fine, make me feel alright. Visit some countries. countries that make me fine, make me feel alright. Visit some countries. Visit some countries. So nice. This is going to be a very cheesy song, but why not? They make me feel alright. Chop it and wash it and chuck it in the pot. Gonna make some soup today. Chop it and wash it and chuck it in. We're gonna make some soup today. Visit some countries that are so nice. They're gonna make me feel alright. Croatia today with its chicken soup, tasting pretty nice. We're gonna chop it and wash, chop it and wash it and chuck it, chop it and wash it and chuck it in and make some soup today. Chop it and chuck it, chop it and chuck it and make it up. We're gonna make some soup today. Croatia has its coastline. Croatia has its coastline. And beautiful islands like that. Got the mountains, the sea and all. What comes next? Sea and all. Okay, here we go. Chop it and wash it and chuck it in. Gonna make some soup today. Gonna chop it and wash it and chuck it in. Cook that soup today. Gonna visit some countries that are so nice. They make me feel alright. Visit some countries that are so nice. They make me feel alright. Gonna chop it and wash it and chuck it in. Make some soup today. Gonna chop it and wash it and chuck it in. And make some soup today. Croatia has the coastline. The mountains are so nice. The island of Var and Dubrovnik, that is not so very far. Gonna chop it and wash it and chuck it in. We're gonna make some soup today. Wash it and fuck it and chop it in. We're gonna make some soup today. Soup today. Thanks, Alison, reminding me. All right, we'll have a little work on that, and I guess we can come up with verses for all the countries, isn't it? That was nice. Made up a soup song. Sorry about the lighting. Sun's shining, isn't it? Got the bloody sun shining. Wholesome. Yeah, doesn't all have to be nasty shit out there, does it? I am going to drop my lovage, and I'm going to put some salt in this now. Oh, I don't know how we're going to reduce this by half. This recipe is tripping, I have to say. And we're gonna go in with some Himalaya pink salt. We've got some dark curtains to keep the sun out. Ugh. How tedious. That will do for now. Spilt salt over the shoulder. Supposed to be good luck or something. I'm going to put a little bit of Celtic sea salt in there. Get the mineral content up. Where is it? We do need the sun. Oh my god, no, pie. Oh dearie me. You guys, where are you taking this? It was so wholesome 2 minutes ago. I'll step away for a second. And this is what we get now. Salty salt. No, I know, Remy. Don't worry. It gets so little in Michigan. Okay. I really want is one of those big boards. All right, salt and lovage are in. Yeah, that chicken is still pretty firm. I'm gonna pick up the heat a little. No. Well, now we're talking. Look, they're starting to brown up here. That's what we're talking about. You can even give them a little squeeze. Squeeze the fat out of them. They get quite sticky at this point. How's your pasta bubbling out? Is it all right? In fact, we're gonna probably roll out the pasta in a minute. Get some, get another pot on for cooking it. Get another pot on. Oh, so goddamn noisy in this drawer. If only it weren't full of metal objects. Fill the kettle up. So, where are we to? I need a rolling pin, yes? My massive rolling pin. Massive rolling pin, yes. And then this, which is actually a handle from a meat hammer which broke, but so we'll employ both probably. And we will need some flour to put on the surface here. We're gonna need some flour. Sorry? Yeah, of course. So many flowers, which one to use? I don't have semolina. Or do I? Actually, yeah, I do. Semolina. Valeria, should I use semolina for rolling out the pasta? The veg, you didn't put the veggies in. The veggies should be in. It should have been the whole time. That's why we were chopping, washing, and chucking it in. Oh no! It's not too late though, Bublina. I mean, chuck them in now, but just cut them smaller. You'll be all right. I'm not. I'm being awful with my instructions today, am I? Kids semolina. Yeah, I know. Um, whatever. Is Valeria still here? Or is she abandoned due to the pasta debacle? Bublina, it will taste okay. Don't panic. Honest, it'll all come out. Just chuck them into smaller pieces now and bung them in. Bring it back up to the boil. All good. Because to be honest, I mean, it's still got to reduce a whole bunch. It's all still under control, absolutely. All right, I need to do a message here. We're also in Laws of Misrule tech mode at the minute. Don't panic, 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 panic. Panic, money, 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 money. Don't panic, 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 panic. Procyon, Ziggy Stargers, I speak Yowie. Oh my goodness, I feel so happy. All right. Um, pasta water is being prepared. Bublina, I'm preparing my pasta water now. I'm not cooking it right now. I'm just preparing it. I've filled the kettle once, banging it in, and I'm going to put the equivalent again. You need a nice big pot if you can. Cold water, and I'm going to bring that up to almost cooking temperature. So when I finish with my um, pasta, rolling it out and cutting it, I can cook it. I need to dig out my slotted spoon. Let's salt the water. Salt it well.
And anyone else who's cooking bublina, make sure you have put salt in the soup now as well. Spoon diversity friendly streamer. I thought salt speeded it up. No? Huh. Either way. Okay. Oh my god, my chicken crisples are almost done. Okay. I'm gonna make some macaroons real quick, if we can. Not macaroons. Doodle doodle doo. Doodle doodle doo. Joyful. Cherry limeade macaroons. Coconut flakes, cream cheese. Nah. Recipe. I should put recipe. That normally helps, doesn't it? Recipe. Receipt. Good food. BBC Good Food. Normally a pretty good place to go. All right, we're here. We've arrived. I'm gonna give that one more minute. And then pay that a little attention. Oh, this is where I could do with that bloody medium-sized sieve, isn't it? I guess it's dry enough. Find a jar. Find a jar to put my chicken fat in. Find a jar. Happen to have some jars handy here in the kitchen at the moment. Soon to go out of the domicile. Find an appropriate lid. That will do. Yes. When they start to all right, now they're getting firm in the pot, which means basically they're crackling now. How's this gonna go? Gonna go okay. Look at that. Oh my god. Yes. It does not go as hard as beef or pork fat. So get these out on a little towel, like so, just to get some of the excess fat out of the way. And what am I going to do with that, Michael? I'm going to chuck a little bit of the Italian cook mix, salt, rosemary. And awesome. You hear that crunch? Bit more salt. All right. So, macaroons. This should be real quick. I'm going to put the oven on. Start. Probably going to be about 180. The rack will want to be nearer the top. Checking on your soup. Bubbly now, you should have your vegetables in, yes? And where's the towel gone? Here. Oh, for God's sake. Macaroons. So you can use any nut that you want to for this. Doesn't have to be almonds. Coconut macaroons. I don't have coconut. Chewy almond. This is coconut macaroons. It's going to be the same difference, roughly. Egg whites, 2 only. Castor sugar, desiccated. Actually, it's got almond macaroons because I've got ground flour. Chewy almond macaroons. So this is something to do with your egg whites, y'all. I've got 5 egg whites. Oh God, what am I going to do with these? 6 actually. Let's see. I got nut flour. I don't know if I have enough. Probably not. Where are you? Coconut flour. Some almond flour. This is going to be a mixed macaroon recipe. So, we've got hazelnuts. Let's see, recipe says 225 ground almonds, a bunch of sugar, egg whites. So I'm going to have to double up a lot of this. Also, if it doesn't quite have as much, what'd you call it? Nuts versus sugar and egg whites is also okay. Let's move this pasta dough out of the way. Salt. Step 1, heat the oven, yes. Line a baking sheet, not done that, that's fine. Put the ground almonds and sugar in a large mixing bowl and combine. Well, I guess I should work out how much nut mix I've got. No, I've got coconut flour. It's from DM. I don't have shredded coconut, so they're not going to be like coconut macaroons in that sense. $150. This is going to be just a whole mixed bag. chuck it all in. 350. Oh, smell of coconut. Oh. I'm going to chop some hazelnuts because I want to use up these egg yolks, at least half of them, the 4. So gang, sorry, I'm going to turn the microphone off a second so you're not being blasted by the sound of my grinder. Okay. So that's that. And a bit of wheat, the eggs white into funny. So sugar, demerara. They always put too much sugar in for my liking in these recipes. I find it says 225. I've got 450, so I've got double the recipe. So it should be 420 caster sugar. Screw that. We're going to 220, 240. Beg your pardon. So I'm going to put 180, and I think that'll be fine. There you go, roughly. This is exciting. Demerara sugar as well. The smell, oh my goodness, Demerara sugar is so. Okay, give that a combine. Do we want to put some? Oh, I love sweet things. What's pavlova? You guys, you're killing me over here. Okay, let's put that away. Let's put that away. Okay, in a separate bowl, mix up your egg white. This says cinnamon here. Actually, the coconut enough. I'm going to chuck that lime. I was going to make coconut macaroons. When you chuck in some lime juice and zest. So we're going to do it. We're just going to put a hint of that in. And bang that in with the microblade. The lime has run away. Come back here, you scoundrel. I'll get you. Zest and all. It's going to be a little hint. It's not going to be much. Because only one lime for all this. Okay. Almost there. Karibische Küsse. What's Karibische Küsse? Is that when it's coconut macaroons with lime? The lime and the coconut, you put them both together. Get the lime and the coconut, you put them both on and say, Doctor! We say, Doctor! Okay. Oh, the smell of lime. Is there anything quite as bloody gorgeous as the smell of lime? I'm just going to burn the juice. There you go. So oven is preheating, soup is boiling down. Once the macaroons are in, we're going to roll out pasta. I think we're going to go. Broths are a bit longer. Take a bit longer, don't they? But they're so worth it. Okay. Egg whites in a separate bowl. Actually, you know what helps egg whites peak is a little bit of salt. Just a little bit of salt. Gang, if this is too awful with the mixing, would you believe I've got too much pasta dough too, Bruno? I don't know how that happened. Is that awful? Is that an awful sound? Should I turn the microphone off for a minute? Or is it okay? Okay, put it all in. As you will, Jade, as you will. There you go. Now it's forming peaks. And that, my friends, is peak performance. Whee! All right. Do, 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 do. So, what are we going to do? Going to mix a bit of lime and the zest in with the nuts. These little clumps forming from where the liquid of the lime juice. I'm just going to mitigate those. Make sure it's nicely spread through. It's going to be a very subtle limey flavor. And so now we're gonna. Oh, I've wet the keypad. A wet keypad doesn't seem to want to work. Okay. All right, easy enough. We're just gonna fold this in now. Fold it in. Come, egg whites. Yes. One more day. Just another day in paradise. Just incorporate that in. Why do I feel like this is not enough egg whites now? What is going on with my doughs today? Follow the recipe. What the blazes? Dude. Not having much luck with the doughs, am I? By adding the nuts and the egg whites, yeah. Well, I guess I'm going to be cracking some more eggs for egg whites now. Oh my word. Don't say anything. Just don't. Don't, all right? Oh. So now I've got egg yolks left over. What I'm going to do with those? Eat them. I'm going to scrambled egg. Can I get an egg white omelette, please? I'm like, can I get extra egg yolks in my scramble, please? All right, back to the whisking. So much for that. Anyway. I've got some cream of tartar here, actually. I never used it for this before. I didn't know you could use it for that. One more day. Oh my word. Well, you know, it's also good to see people fail, isn't it? One more day. Wake up, head building. Close enough. So, pig. Oh, it's a lot of coconut macaroon mix. All right. Now we're talking. Slightly sticky mixture, but it should hold its shape. We're going to bake this shit up and it's going to be fine. I'm going to make a dough. All right, gang, what have we learned today? Doughs can be tricky, even when following recipes, apparently. And also, the sink is getting full. Might be time for coffee, to be honest. All this shenanigans with dough. Whether it turns out all right or not, trial and error. That's all I can say. Dough, you dough boy. Are you dough boy? Dough, you dough. Dough, you dough boy. Come here, boy. Come on now. Come on over here.
Da, 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 ba, da. Da, 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 da. I love the fact that your dog likes me so much, Alison. Make some balls. Oh, that's so cute. You take a true nap rather than a fake nap. That was just fake news earlier, Jade. If at first you don't succeed, throw the fucking thing at the wall and walk out and have a pint. Bubbly if you wanted to, you could already roll your pasta out. Just put a bit of flour on the kitchen surface and go ahead and roll it out nice and thin. I was talking to Bubbly of that area. Said to oil your hands, but it's all right. Oily hands. Yeah, what were you doing last night? Was it party action, Valeria? I'll tell you whatever goes on with these. I always see what you learn today. Always to listen to Dasha. Um, okay. Is anyone else streaming today? Can we raid someone when we wrap up here in a bit? Maybe I should speak Czech with him, Bublina. Luke is streaming. Okay. We're going to have a little rain of Luke later on. All right.
almost there with this shenanigans. I'm going to put the rest of this dough in the fridge because actually it doesn't have to bake today. It's a bit different from the old coconut macaroons, I realise, which stays a bit more fluffy because the pieces aren't so large. All right, squash them in the middle. That'll be okay. Something like that. Something like that. Something like that. Something like that. Okay, it said 18 to 20 minutes for these, but my oven gets awful fierce, and it's hard to tell if that temperature gauge is anywhere near right. So, one more. So I'm going to set my timer for 15 minutes. The soup is smelling good. Let's taste the water. See if it's salty enough. Yes, amazing. And it's just going to get saltier. Swap those over. And get the pasta on the way. Oh, my trays have disappeared all the way to the back. Da, da, da. Even with all this space, sometimes it just does not feel enough. Pasta dough. Give it a little bit more of a squeeze. Okay, bubbling now. I'm putting my pasta water up to boil. And let's divide this up. And she's fairly oily and sticky, seems to be coming off the surface. All right, if you've never rolled pasta before, you need to roll it way thinner than you think is reasonable, because it really does absorb a lot of moisture. And let's get some flour down. And I haven't done this for a long, long time, so this might end up being a shit show as well. Maybe this is just not my day for doughs. Dough, a deer, a female deer, ray of sunshine in the sky. Valeria? Yeah? What do you think? I think this probably still needs to go a lot further. More? More is more? You can see your fingers through it. Whew. Okay. Let me see how that works. I might have to divide this up for a minute. Because it's running out of space. I'm running out of space. Okay. Our water is boiling. I think I'm going to go with this. This is half of it. I'm just going to cut. It's not a sharp knife. I'm not damaging my worktop here. As I say, I would love to get a big board at one point. It's a standard in Central European houses. Grandma's is actually in the cupboard. There's a little slot for you to slide the board in. Okay, so this is 1/4 of the dough we made because we made double portion, right? So this is actually half of what the recipe said. For anyone following later, we need some more semolina. The strands don't get strand. Try and separate. I should have put more flour down. Oh, you see, you live and learn. You live and learn. That looks all right. Okay. Okay, let's try. This should take about like 2 minutes in that water. So let's see. Yeah, more flour down next time, Mikey. All right. Before the cutting, because otherwise it doesn't come off the surface, does it? You muppet. Soup with noodles. Do, 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 do. Ugh. No. Time after time. Not coming up. It doesn't want to come up, Mom. Mom, it doesn't want to come up. And then they make it look all so beautiful in the videos. All right, water's boiling. Here we go. See what happens. Let's see what happens. And the rest of this stuff, I am gonna dry, because I don't think I can cook it all today. Or maybe I'll cook this at the half as well. Okay. Do do do. I'd say that was done. Right. Yes. I do miss my slotted spoon. Where has it gone to? I do miss my slotted spoon. Oh, won't you be true? Pasta. I will do the other batch. Okay. Okay. So, the other half, Bublina, you and I have another half. I'm going to just wrap in cling film and put in the fridge, along with the sweet dough as well. What's a sieve? Who's got a sieve? Am I a sieve? Are you a sieve? Are we all sieves? Is the world full of sieves today? The world is full of sieves. Okay. We're closed, people. We are closed. Like that. Oh, it's to keep the box closed. All right, never mind. Fridge. By the way, I can smell the macaroons already. It's pretty sick. All right. How we doing? Bublina, check your broth water. See if it needs some salt. You have 3/4 left. Sure. Do the other. Do another batch. I took half, cut it into 2 halves, and I'm cooking the second quarter right now. And oh, this is a colander. If you're talking about mine, it's from IKEA. It's pretty handy. Okay. And shite. Too many things in the sink because you didn't clean because you're worried about time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Final gusto of a boil over here. 2 minutes on the macaroons. Time for a quick tidy up, and then we're going to bang some soups in our mouths. And then I've got to go get ready for Lords of Mistral in a couple of hours, guys. Very busy little day today. Okay. So, that's that. That's that. Dishwasher's great, isn't it? I've got a friend. She hates dishwashers. And the reason is because she's so busy. She had 4 kids when she was a mother of 4. And running a pub as well. And it was the only time she got to herself. Because everyone always wanted something from her. All the people in the pub. Talk to me, talk to me. And I get it. Sit there, stand there, turn on Radio 4, listen to some stories, do a podcast. Amazing. Beautiful. Beautiful alone self-time. Why wouldn't you? Obviously for that. Okay. Ooh, that was gross. Not gross, but not quite what I expected. We got the peeler, you got the peeler. Everybody's peeler's very nice. All right, gang. We're going to serve up as soon as we can. The timer went without me realizing just now. So we should probably check on those macaroons. See, they're browning up already. I'm going to turn that down. Give it 3 more minutes. We have an angelic cabbage here. Get your bowls ready if you're eating, cooking along. Yada da 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 da. Yada da 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 da. Ah. So I've got some eggshells here. Put them in the oven, roast them up, because that's better for the compost that way, apparently. I'm going to do that with the residual heat. All right, well, we haven't lost quite half the liquid, but we're not far off. And yes, this is wholemeal buckwheat, spelt, so the noodles are a bit different. Macaroons are ready. All close enough. Have a try. Oh, maybe still a bit soft inside. Pretty tasty though. Bit weird being mixed nuts, I have to say. I'll stick to coconut macaroons next time. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. I want more for a macaroon. I can't really talk right now. You know, a mouthful of macaroon. Oh my god. That is good. All right. A little bit of portioning. Now I don't know how this meat's going to look. Oh yeah. Falling off the bone. Kind of what you want. The best way to deal with that is when it's fully cooled down. So actually, sorry chat, it's been a long stream. The broths take time. Scheiße. Broth all over the floor. Nice. Oh, today. Today's one of those days. It's really not my cooking day today. Well, that said, the soup's going to be delicious, so I'm not. You know. Well, I guess the kitchen fronts needed a bit of a clean anyway. I want to get some more meat out of this. Yeah, that chicken is just falling apart. There it is. Soup's ready. It's going to taste good. I'll have the heart. And now for some broth. Look at this, guys. I think you know, some things are worth waiting for, Anderson. All right. All right, gang. Here we go. Taste test. Oh my god.
Oh my god. So good.
And this chicken. Damn it. Tastes like shit. How are the noodles? Chicken noodle soup.
So good. The noodles. Where more? Where more noodles?
So, gang, I'm gonna have to say goodnight. Heart consumed. It was indeed. Goodbye for now, because I got to get to the lads and get misrule set up, haven't I? Make sure that starts on time at least. We're here now. So simple, so good, really insane, insanely good. Chat, been nice hanging out. We'll see you all later. And by the way, in case you didn't spot them first time, this is the chicken crispies. All right. See you, gang. Have a good one. Ciao.